All right, we're ready to get started. Thanks everyone for joining us for this session of the K-12 Blackboard Innovative Teaching Series. The K-12 Blackboard Innovative Teaching Series is designed to help K-12 educators reimagine education with Blackboard teaching and learning solutions. The K-12 Blackboard Innovative Teaching Series harnesses the power of our K-12 community of academic leaders, teachers, and other experts to provide relevant, real-time, on-demand, and ongoing professional development opportunities for K-12 educators. My name is Katie Gallagher, and I lead Teaching and Learning Solutions and Product Marketing for Blackboard K-12. I'll be serving as the moderator for this series, and as will Colleen Smith from our marketing team as well. We'll be here to help answer questions in the Q&A and the chat throughout the series session. We'll be joining you for the series this fall as the hosts. So we're always open to new ideas for topics for the series, and we are currently scheduling the series for the spring. So please let us know if you have any interest in presenting a future session or you have an idea for a topic that you'd like to see. Just email me at katie.gallagher@blackboard.com. Each webinar in this series will be recorded. You can search for the K-12 Blackboard Innovative Teaching Series playlist on the Blackboard TV YouTube channel or go to tinyurl.com/bitsK12. You'll receive the recording and presentation slides a few days after each webinar by email. In addition, you'll also receive an invitation to participate in a professional learning community online designed to augment this series and create an avenue for ongoing collaboration and dialogue. So please accept this invitation and participate in this new online PLC. As you can see, we have many exciting professional development sessions lined up for the fall. So please join us next Monday as well for Blending at the Beginning, for a unique perspective from Paula Barr, who is a second grade teacher from Lawrence, Kansas, who blends her classroom with Blackboard. Go to bb.blackboard.com/K12bits to register for next Monday's session and for any and all sessions within the series. Please make special note of our session next Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time with our own and new Dr. Misty Cobb on rubrics. So we're very excited for the sessions we have left this fall, so please continue to join us, and thanks for participating today. If you haven't done so already, can't recommend enough our new BB K-12 Live app. This app has all the best sessions from BB World last summer, but it also is the home to all the K-12 Blackboard Innovative Teaching Series sessions once we've captured the recording. So download the app so you can access on-demand, anytime, anywhere PD from Blackboard from the series. Very pleased to welcome our presenter today, Sam Brooks, who will take us through Putnam County Embracing 21st Century Learning. The Putnam County School System began its personalized learning odyssey with the creation of the virtual instruction to Accentuate Learning, or the VITAL program, in 2008. Since then, they've leveraged the tools available in Blackboard Learn to create a unique, multifaceted program that includes credit advancement, credit recovery, dual enrollment, collegiate high school, interactive video conferencing, and flipped and blended learning. They will be sharing their story and showing you how a rural Tennessee school district has embraced 21st century learning in order to connect with their students on their students' terms and meet diverse learning needs. Sam has been very honored to work for Putnam County VITAL program for the past 5 years, first as an on-site facilitator at a local high school where he cut his teeth and gained knowledge of personal learning. Brooks then moved to a leadership role as personal learning coordinator for the Putnam County Schools in Cookeville, Tennessee. The VITAL program in Putnam County has grown to include credit advancement, credit recovery, dual enrollment, IBC live distance learning, K-12 blended learning, as well as offering professional development for the 20 schools within their district. VITAL implemented a district homeschool as well as an early college dual enrollment program, the VITAL Collegiate High School, beginning in the fall of 2014. VITAL hosts over 30 sites the past 2 years from districts interested in the operation of their personal learning program. So very pleased to hand it over to Sam And just a couple of housekeeping items before you hear from Sam. In the session today, there's a chat and a Q&A feature, and we very much encourage you to post questions, comments, and feedback in the chat or in the Q&A, whichever you're most comfortable with. If you're using chat, please try to send to all participants so that we can see your question. And Sam, will certainly interject throughout the presentation with questions that are coming in, so don't worry about paying attention to those. So with that, we'll hand it over to Sam, and thank you very much for presenting today.
No problem. Thank you guys for having us. We're very excited about being here. And one thing I figured out, I need to shorten that introduction down. It's a little bit too long for Vital, but thank you guys for having us. I just actually returned from INACOL in California. It was a great conference. Got to talk with some Blackboard folks there, and really was a great week of concentrating on blended learning and then what's happening across the nation in other school systems beside ours. Today I'm lucky enough to have Ms. Judy Schimbeckler, who is a Vital instructional leader here at the Vital office in Cookeville, Tennessee, with us. She also presented with me at Blackboard this summer in Las Vegas, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that we've been able to do here in Putnam County over the last 5 or 6 years to really expand the use of digital learning in our district. And Judy will talk more about the Dave Ramsey class addition to our portfolio for our students in Putnam County, and I just want to give Judy a chance to introduce herself and talk a little bit.
Hi, my name is Judy Schimbeckler. I'm an instructional leader here at the Vital program. I've been working for Vital for 5 years. This is my 3rd year in this position. I'm excited to talk to you today.
Okay, we'll go ahead and just jump in and talk about the Vital program. And as she said earlier, Vital stands for Virtual Instruction to Accentuate Learning. And it was a program that we started almost 6 years ago in Putnam County to try and answer the digital questions and the digital transition, to manage that as we began to take a look at using digital options to educate our students. And a lot of that began for us in 2008 with really a credit recovery program that was, at that time, before Vital took over, was not very successful. There was not a lot of buy-in from teachers, and that really was the only online program that we had in our whole district. Vital began in 2008 under the leadership of Dr. Sharon Anderson, who is now at our central office, really supporting what we're trying to do here at the district level through all of our schools. One thing I want to touch on real quick, Vital is an outreach program to our entire district and some districts surrounding us. So we're able to reach out and give our high schools and our middle schools and now some of our elementary schools some digital options that they did not have before through this district-led approach at the digital transition. But in 2008, we wanted to get some online curriculum for credit advancement, initial credit. So that was one of our requirements and one of our needs at that time. We identified some strong personnel and technology and started with under 100 students offering online digital options at that time. And it was a very slow implementation, and we wanted it to be that way. We didn't want to dive in too quick and really experience some non-success. So we dove in very minimally with 100 students across the district. And Putnam County is a district that has 12,000 students. So we're kind of a medium-sized district for Tennessee. And so that was kind of our beginning for this program. I can tell you from the very beginning it wasn't very successful the first semester that we tried to do this and tried to offer some options that weren't ever offered here before in Putnam County. And the success rate on those classes was not very good. But we did start small. We did learn from our errors, and we were able to correct the things that we were doing wrong. And mainly in that particular beginning was identifying the right type of student for our classes. And so we learned a lot in that first semester, that 18-week semester, and we were able to use that experience and translate that into some success. And really, since that beginning point, Vital has been a very, very successful program for our district. I think, as I said at the very beginning, we served under 100 students. Right now, as Vital exists, which you're going to get to see a little bit more on in just a second, we're now serving between 500 and 750 students every 9 weeks in a program. Actually, a little more than that if you were to include the outside of the district students. So a lot of growth in a very short period of time. We serve well over 1,000 students in this program in many different ways through the course of the year, and that's not even including what we do in the summer. You might be asking yourself, why Putnam Vital, why Tennessee? I think through some of the opportunities that have come about and some of the options, especially in the digital world in the state of Tennessee, over the last couple of years from 2011 to 2013, Tennessee has expected phenomenal gains in our teacher effect data for our students. And so much so that Tennessee led the way the last 2 years for gains by individual students on testing. And that's something that we're very proud of. And you can see by this slide it wasn't really a close race as far as the last 2 years in the state of Tennessee, with our results being 21.80 versus the next state, Indiana, at 14.67 in growth of students. So we're very proud of that. We really have a little ways to go to continue the digital transition and offering our students in the state of Tennessee options that are outside the box and really not traditional, non-traditional from the past. And we're glad that we're on that path, and we're glad that Putnam County Vital is taking a lead in that area. One key unique change, I guess, that has happened in the state of Tennessee this last year, our governor with our legislature has come through and offered our students in the state of Tennessee 2 years of community college absolutely free if they meet the requirements of the Tennessee Promise. This was done without any tax increase in the state of Tennessee at all, and this was funded by actual lottery excess that existed that was just kind of hanging in a bank account, and we weren't doing anything with it. So our governor and our legislature dedicated that funding to students who would have the opportunity to go to college, and really getting down to students who in the past were choosing not to go to college because of the funding problems that existed. And right now in the state of Tennessee, we have probably about a 37% graduation percentage as far as the students that attend college in the state of Tennessee. And we've named our goal Drive to 55 to try and get that by 2020, to try and get that number to 55% of high school graduates that attend and are successful in college. So a lot of folks across the nation are really looking to Tennessee because this is a very bold step, paying for 2 years of college for a graduate in the state of Tennessee. And we hope to pull in a lot of students and families who would not entertain any options of going to college because of the funding problems or just really a lack of expectation of the family, because maybe their parents didn't attend college or no one in their family attended college. So we really want to take care of that problem that exists for those families and give them the opportunities and the options to be involved in college education. A couple of things about the Tennessee Promise. It will provide a last dollar scholarship, so the students will not have to pay a dime to attend college, community college. Individual guidance to each participant, statewide network of volunteers that is completely voluntary and really how the Tennessee Achieves component of the Tennessee Promise. And that's pretty unique in that a student will get guidance. And the guidance can come from someone, really anyone. It could be an educator, it could be a business person, someone who really wants to be involved with the success of these students. And that's been a pretty good entity to be able to get involved with here in the last month or so with the Tennessee Promise, to actually be involved with those students. Each participant must attend a full-time, maintain satisfactory academic progress, and complete 8 hours of community service each semester to keep their community college scholarship as they go through the school. We always like to include this slide, and we're going to go into talking about several different components of the Vital program here in the next couple slides. We always want to get the interested parties and the attendees of our conferences and our lectures and our presentations an idea of how we got started. So we start very small with every implementation that we have, and we build on that success and grow from there. We partner with others that are already doing some great things, ask them what they're doing, how they're doing, try not to reinvent the wheel. And so as we see ideas come out, we want to include those in what we're trying to do in our VITAL program here in Putnam County. We always want to consider the district approach. Why affect one school or two schools when you can affect all the schools in your district? And that's what we try to do with our program, and we try and make it achievable and open to all of the schools in our district. Sometimes all of their schools in our district, whether they be elementary, middle, or high school, may not choose to take part in a particular program that we outreach, but we do want them to have the option to do that if they want to. We always want to identify our weaknesses and find ways to get stronger, create our goals by where we want to go and what we want to be doing. We always look for great vendors like Blackboard to be able to partner with, and for us, partnering is providing what they need too. An example of that is this presentation, also presenting at Blackboard World, as well as carrying some of our presentations to other conferences across the nation. And we can't talk about what we do unless we talk about our great partners. So we're very happy to have the partners that we do. And then identify strong personnel in your district that might be a good technology person that is motivated and wants to help kids, and use those people to further your program. Okay, today I told you in 2008, VITAL really just existed as a credit recovery entity, and that was our first look at online initial credit classes. And now today, VITAL exists as you see it on the slide here now. We outreach and do a lot of district technology PD for our district and our schools at their request. Really, anything that comes in instructional technology should come through the VITAL office, and we should be able to support that to our schools through our VITAL office. Credit recovery still exists, although through the successes of the online program and all the components that you see here, we have really minimized the need for credit recovery in our district through all of these cool implementations that you're going to see. And that's really a win for everybody in our district at every school, because we've effectively lowered the sizes of the credit recovery labs. So we're really trying to intervene more before a student fails and really give them some options to gain that credit before they actually fail. So that's been a huge success for our district and something that a lot of districts around us are very interested in. Credit advancement, of course, initial credit has taken off and really is the main major component of what VITAL does. And we're going to talk about a few of those and really spotlight one that's been a major gain and a major asset for the Putnam County VITAL program, and that's where Judy's really going to jump in and talk to Dave about the Dave Ramsey personal finance class and it being built and housed now in our Blackboard system, and really something that is very exciting that we're involved in. And then distance learning, IDC distance learning is where we identify a great teacher and broadcast that class out to other schools around our district, so students around the district don't have any excuses for not being able to take any of our classes. And that's been a very successful program and one that we're wanting to grow even more. And then really the carrot that we're dangling at the end there for the students is dual enrollment and AP options. So we're able to provide some pretty unique options for our students all the way down to third grade, completely online. And really what they're looking for is more options at the end of their high school career. So for example, in 10th and 11th and 12th grade, if they take an advantage of VITAL online options, then students will be able and allowed to start taking college courses in the middle of their 10th grade year. And some students are so motivated in this area that they will graduate high school with an associate's degree, taking them into a four-year institution, really with minimal time left to graduate college. And that's been something that we've highlighted a lot, and a lot of folks across the nation have shown a lot of interest in what we're doing there. It became so popular last year that we had to put a name to it, so we have called that opportunity VITAL Collegiate High School here in Putnam County. I'm going to show you a quick video here just to let you take a look at some of these things in action. It's only really a minute long, so we'll take a look at what it looks like around the district and some of the components that I've talked about. Should take just a second to get that going.
All right, this is going to play on everyone's in computer, so be sure your volume is on. I'll go ahead and kick it off, and at the end of the play, we'll come back on the audio. Love it. All right. I'm going to pass it back to you, Sam. All right. Sam, I think you're going to have to hit *6. We're not able to hear you right now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Sorry about that. Pretty unique thing that we've been able to analyze and witness here after about 6 years are really seeing the components starting to feed off of each other. So we have kids that are coming to us in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade that are finding out about the dual enrollment options through the Vital Collegiate High School, and really at that age, a lot of parents who are interested and wanting to know how they can get to that point a little quicker. And so in 6th and 7th and 8th grade, I told you about the odyssey distance learning program where we share a teacher from one school to another live and synchronous. We got 6th, 7th, and 8th graders that are taking Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Geometry that are transferring that credit, really taking that credit into high school. And that's led into students asking about and really registering for English 9, our personal finance class, as well as Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. So we've got some 8th and 9th graders, or 8th graders that are coming into 9th grade with 4, 4.5, 5 credits of high school work before they step foot into high school. And what that's doing is giving them a lot of cool options in their junior and senior year to really dive into dual enrollment college credit, either through the dual enrollment program or AP or even IB classes at one of our schools. So it's been pretty neat to watch the growth of the program from 100 up to about 750 per 9 weeks now, and seeing how these students across the district are taking advantage of these personal learning opportunities that are presented through the Vital program. Talked a little bit about dual enrollment. I just wanted to put this slide on there to really show you our partners. Nashville State is a community college that is in our city that a lot of students attend dual enrollment classes live, face-to-face. Ball State Community College is our online provider of dual enrollment classes, and that's really a good beginning point for dual enrollment learners who want to take a class online in a lab facilitated room that we have an actual Vital employee in. And then at Tennessee College of Applied Technology, we have some dual credit classes going with them, and are going to expand some dual enrollment options with them for our CTE learners who are really, you know, their goal when they start the program is really to graduate high school and go into the workforce. but we kind of pull them into this opportunity, and they take dual enrollment classes, and they find out, hey, I can be successful in college. And so we really are finding out we're bringing a lot of kids into college opportunities by presenting this to them in high school. Take a look at our growth since 2010, actually, when we really amped up the dual enrollment program, all the way up until now. We're running about a little over 300 students in our dual enrollment program right now, and growing every year, as you can see. And that's why we had to actually put a name on the program, because we had so many students that are interested in the options of dual enrollment or more AP classes, because of vital offerings that were given to them at a younger age, that you can see how it's growing very quickly. And as we entertain more of these students, the vital office is continuing to grow also. And it's just been amazing to look at these students and parents really seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and taking advantage of some of these options for students at a younger age. Where in the past, a student who might be ready for Algebra 1 in 8th grade, they were having to sit in an 8th grade math class really being bored to death, when their skills and their need was ready to move on into Algebra 1. And so we've been able to help them do that through our Vital program. One thing that we always mention anywhere we go is the importance of facilitators. Everything that we've talked about thus far, we have facilitators at our schools that kind of work for the Vital program, that are really our rock stars to introducing and showing students at the schools what vital options they might have. And without those folks there, this program would not be near as successful as it is. And we just feel like for districts that come in and talk to us, we've had about 33 districts visit us in the last 2 years to talk about our program. And this is one of the things that we always bring up and we spend some time to talk about, because if you don't have that support at the school level for all the things, all the opportunities that are vital through the Vital program, then you're really missing some opportunity there for some outreach and really some ability to pull in students to the program. And I know you guys are going to get this slide deck a little bit later, so I'll leave that information there for you to see later. One of the real unique opportunities that we have is we saw a need for ACT prep. The old way, the face-to-face way of giving ACT prep for students was bringing a teacher who taught math or language or science or whatever, bringing them into the classroom and giving them test questions from the ACT test, and really just going over those questions and trying to analyze how a person comes up with a proper answer. We were lucky enough to find a program called SHMOOP. It's an online program for ACT prep usage, and I'm going to let Judy talk in a minute about what we paired that with and how that's important. But we were able to house some of these classes in our Blackboard system, and we're able to leverage the online opportunity in a 9-week setting, and then pair it with another class that gave every student in Putnam County the opportunity to have some ACT prep through the SHMOOP program. And we feel SHMOOP is very strong in teaching ACT test needs to our students. And our ACT results are starting to mimic that as they continue to grow. We've only had it for a couple of years now, but we expect real good movement in the right direction through the use of this program. And then also with that program, we're able to analyze their results when they finish the online class, so to speak. We're able to analyze their results and then put them in another program that will help them to work on their deficiencies on the ACT test wherever they might be. So we've had a lot of interest from other folks about how we're doing that, especially as our ACT results continue to climb. Okay, I'm going to let Judy take over here and talk about really a unique opportunity that we were given about 1.5 years ago. And because of our partnership with Blackboard and being able to house whatever we built in Blackboard, we were able to make this partnership, very unique partnership with two different entities, one being the Dave Ramsey Group, who is strictly business, I can tell you, and the other being a Florida virtual school, the World School, Florida Virtual School being one of the largest online schools in the world. And we were able to develop through Putnam County Schools and the Putnam Vital program a three-way partnership to build a personal finance class and then house it in our Blackboard system, which as you see it roll out, you're going to see that it is the best personal finance class anywhere, whether it be online, live, or whatever. This class is really outstanding, and we were very happy to be a part of that. So I'm going to turn it over to our lead teacher and actually our personal finance teacher. Used to be our full-time personal finance teacher, and someone who gained exposure across the state of Tennessee as a finalist in the Teacher of the Year for the state of Tennessee in 2012-2013. So Judy, go ahead and take it over and talk to them about your class.
Hello, everyone. My name is Judy, as Sam said. I want to give you just a little bit background before I talk about the class we currently have. In 2007, the state of Tennessee mandated that every student complete a half-credit personal finance course for graduation. During this same time, the Putnam County School System had decided that every student should take an online course as a graduation requirement so that we could prepare them for college work that was online. So Putnam County meshed those two requirements, and every student in our system is required to take online personal finance as their graduation requirement. So several years ago, we needed this online course to offer our students. And we've tried several different things, and as Sam told you earlier, you have to not be afraid to try things. Some are going to work, some aren't. We used an outside vendor for a while. That no longer was an option. We worked on building our own personal finance course using available resources that were on the web and other places, using our LMS, Blackboard, to pull those things in. But we really needed a high-quality content course for personal finance. And so that is when Sam contacted the Dave Ramsey Group and Florida Virtual School. He brought those two entities together and worked with them on developing, which he's already told you was just a really good course that we needed. We have taken that course. Now that we have it, we rolled that course out this fall. This is our first school year with it. And we have that hosted in our Blackboard Learn. So all of our students are using Blackboard Learn to complete their personal finance course. The feedback that we're getting right now is really high from the students and parents of the students as well. They like the content. They think the content is quality, but also the learning management system that we have it placed in, the students are very pleased with that as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Judy. Just an incredible partnership. Judy and I were left meeting with the Dave Ramsey Group and Florida Virtual School about every Friday, and we would review the classes and the content as we went along. And I often found myself getting lost in the chapter and really wanting to learn more. So it's an exciting class. We've had some phenomenal feedback on it already. We just completed our first 9 weeks of the class. And you can see here what we did with the Smoot ACT prep is we combined that with the Dave Ramsey personal finance option. And because Judy told you that that is a required class in the state of Tennessee, it basically gives every student in Putnam County the opportunity to get ACT prep through Smoot because of that joining of those two classes. So that's something that we're very excited about because we're hitting some needs right there. We've got the best personal finance class in the world now, and then we're also combining it with an opportunity to get our students ACT prep because we all know how important those ACT results are for the students, and really it's a look at their opportunity for success as they go out into either college or you know, in the workforce. So that's something that we're very excited to be able to get going and work with them to create, and something I think you're going to be hearing a lot from here in the next couple of years. Okay, so as the VITAL program has really grown since 2008, some unexpected benefits have really helped to motivate our principals to use our program even more. It has created higher expectations for all students. We have fostered a lot of mentoring relationships throughout our district through our program. It has really started a shift and a change in our culture of learning and expectation of learning in Putnam County, and we continue to grow that. It's increased scholarships for the dual enrollment students who are obtaining either minimal hours of college credit or a maximum amount of college credit by obtaining their associate's degree before they graduate high school. So you can imagine the increase in scholarship opportunities for our students who are taking advantage of these opportunities through the VITAL program. Increased expectation of skills-based learners, that's really where we need to improve more. We're hitting a level of student right now with all of our opportunities, and we need to improve the skills-based learners' expectation for the VITAL program. So that's something that we're going to be taking a hard look at in the very near future of really doing more with our opportunities. One other unique thing that I wanted to mention, we took our Blackboard system last year. We had a need to benchmark our students K through 12, and we were able to use Blackboard to build those tests, those benchmark tests for our teachers, and then be able to test our students across the district using the Blackboard LMS to be able to do that, to provide instant feedback, formative feedback for our teachers at any given time throughout the year. So that was a pretty cool, unique thing that we were able to do using some of the components that we have. And when you develop a partnership with a vendor, you want to get as much value and as much usage out of the vendor as you can. So anything that we buy, that's what we try and do, and we've definitely done that with Blackboard. I just put this slide back up there again to show you how to get started. You know, really partner with other groups or individuals or districts that are out there really on the cutting edge of what you want to do. And personalized learning means a lot now, and it's really changed in the last 3 years. Blended learning means a lot now, and it can really look different from district to district and school to school, depending on what they're wanting to do with the digital opportunities. So how you want to get started and what you want to do, I always advise start slow, start small, and then really learn what you want to do and build from that. So that is I think some advice that we were given, and it was very good for us. So that really is all we had to talk about, and I know we need some time for questions, so I'll send it back to the guys over there, and if anybody has any questions, and we're here to answer them.
Thanks so much, Sam. Let's see from the participants in the room if you could type your questions into the chat window or into Q&A. This has been a great session already, but let's take advantage of the time remaining to ask the presenters questions about their initiatives at Putnam. Question to Sam, have you developed any other online courses?
Actually, through the Dave Ramsey partnership that we developed in Florida Virtual School, through the contract that we developed, we were allowed to gain control of about 16 FLVS classes that we now house in our Blackboard system. So we have a core curriculum of high school classes that we own through that partnership, and we use those in any number of ways. But as far as building, we have the ability to do that. Judy Schimbeckler here actually built our very first personal finance class because at the time we wanted it, Dave Ramsey Group was not ready, and they were in the process of redeveloping all of their content. So what Mr. Ramsey did was give us the curriculum, the old curriculum, and Judy took that curriculum and built us a class that we used all of last year, which actually was a very good class on its own. We've done some things with transitioning Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Geometry into Integrated Math 1, Integrated Math 2, and Integrated Math 3. But that's as far as we've gone as far as building classes. I do know that next year our big push with Blackboard is going to be developing online PD for our teachers. That is something that is really past due, and we want to put a lot of our vital resources and energy next year into creating that opportunity for our teachers. Because here we are asking students to be online learners or digital learners, and we're not expecting that out of our teachers, to give them the opportunity to see how it exists on that side. So that's going to be a big push for us next year.
Great, great. I'll ask a follow-up question to that on the focus on PD next year. So if you're planning to roll out PD through Blackboard next year, do you have any specific courses targeted? Where are you going to start first with online PD?
We do. We're right now probably right in the middle of a transition from the person who was our PD lead the last 18 years. And she's all about moving this direction, but she is retiring this year. So the new lead in that area is going to be the key to making that happen. But, you know, the main thing that we want to do, all of the, you know, basic videos teachers have to watch that are put out by the state or expected to watch by the state, you know, all of those videos, we would like to give them a way to watch that at home in their pajamas, rather than having to come to a certain place at a time. It's really adding more to their day. So that's one of the pushes. Well, all the simple requirements, the professional development requirements of our teachers that we can get online through Blackboard, that's what we want to do. And then we really want to show other teachers across the district how to use Blackboard in the classroom. We have the curriculum, we have the class, and what an awesome blended learning opportunity that would be for a teacher. But they've got to learn some basics about using Blackboard in their classroom to be able to have that true blended or flipped environment. Judy?
Yes, I wanted to add just a little bit to that. One of the things that I'm looking to do with Blackboard, I'm hoping to do, is to let it house a variety of resources for our teachers, a place that they can go once a need is identified, maybe an area that a teacher needs to reinforce or refine, then the teacher can go to Blackboard and find resources that we've housed there that can help them in that area, whether it be videos or content material, articles, and things like that. Anything that we think, you know, as a housing place that will help our teachers find what they need to improve their teaching. Great.
I know, let's see, okay, you're still presenter. Can you go back to your slide about a statewide, like, achievement growth? And
yeah, give me just a second. I'll get it back there.
Okay. I can't remember exactly the data, but can you tell us a little bit more about, you know, any early data that supports the success of the VITAL program? Tell us a little bit more about that state achievement data.
Yeah, we've got some initial feedback. We don't broadcast this a whole lot, but our students in the VITAL program, whether it be an online class or the use of blended technology in the classroom, tend to do a little bit better on state testing, and we feel like that's what's helped a lot of our students in Putnam County and some of our gains. When you put technology in the hands of a capable teacher, teacher effect data grows. We've proven that. Matter of fact, we went in and analyzed, without saying any names, but we went to our biggest school and we went in and analyzed 7 level 1 teachers. In Tennessee, we're graded on level 1 through 5 in a couple of areas, but teacher effect data, how we affect students, is one of them. And so we analyzed 7 level 1 teachers. We went in and gave them the opportunity to use technology in their classroom in the coming year and really tried to help them to do that. and 5 out of the 7 teachers really bought into it and really became technology strong in the usage in their classroom. And at the end of the year, when we analyzed teacher effect data, nothing had changed in those teachers' classrooms except the use of technology. And at the end of the year, when we measured and we took a look at the state testing, all 5 teachers went from a level 1 to a level 5. So
wow.
it's just little things like that, you know, when you do it right. Now, I'm not talking about giving a teacher a program, teacher giving the student a computer, setting them over in the corner and saying, go and work. We don't do that. So we really want good teachers to have good tools in their classroom, and we're not there yet. Our plan is to move to one-to-one by 2018, and we're slowly transitioning to that. We're not one of those districts who wanted to do that overnight. So we're really getting those devices out there right now and in the hands of teachers who want them, and it never fails. When you put it in the hands of a good teacher and they do something with it, and teachers are sitting at the lunch table talking about their classes, now all of a sudden other teachers want to do it. So that's kind of our rollout, and our results have been pretty good. We have a ways to go in ELA in the younger grades in our district. That's our need right now. Math in Putnam County, we are very, very high, and all VITAL does is really support all of these implementations and giving kids who are ready to go other options besides traditional face-to-face.
Great. Can see if we have other questions in the chat. Well, this has been very helpful. Let's see. I think there might be one more question here. No additional questions. So as I wrap up with a couple additional slides here, don't hesitate to add more questions in for those of you on the line. Because I'm moving forward with our closing slides, we are still available for questions. But I want to take a minute to thank Sam and thank Judy. Judy, I'm sorry I didn't introduce you at the beginning. I was thinking it was just Sam today. So I apologize for that. But thank you both for taking the time and sharing your experience and expertise with us today. We greatly appreciate it. Just a reminder about BB K-12 Live, the app. This session and the other sessions of the series will be available in that app. So when you want to make the most use of your time, waiting for an airplane or at your kid's soccer game in between games, access on demand anytime PD through the app. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me with any suggestions or willingness to present in the future at Katie Gallagher on Twitter or through my email address. Wanted to thank everyone for participating in today's session. We are lining up the sessions for the spring series, so please reach out right away if you have interest in presenting. Everyone on the call will be receiving this recording and the slides in a few days after the webinar by email. And you'll receive an invitation to participate in the online PLC. So accept that invitation and participate. Again, wanted to remind you for a session on Monday with Paula Barr, a second grade teacher from Lawrence, on blending at the beginning, and on next Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time with our own and new Dr. Misty Cobb on rubrics. So go to bb.blackboard.com/K12bits to register. And wanted to thank everyone for participating again today, and thanks to Sam and Judy for a great presentation. Really appreciate it. Have a great day, everyone.